chosen generation. We've been called for to show.
Welcome to my show. If you've been watching this program with us, I want to say God bless you. And if you have not started watching, please, what are you waiting for? Come and join us. May God bless you this afternoon. Today in our episode, we are cooking okra soup. In our menu, we have okra here. We have onion, palm oil to make it colorful. We have crayfish. We have crabs. We have vegetable known as ugu leaf. We have fresh fish, stockfish, snail, and I have here tiger prawns. I have shrimps here too, and my chopped pepper, salt. This is what we are using for today's episode. Please join us as we cook this food.
We are a chosen generation.
Welcome back. Today we are looking at husband in the house. Our husband, what they should do to have a lovely marriage and a lovely home. In our last episode, we talked about women, what they should do to have a lovely home and how to keep their home. But today we are looking at our husband. What is it that God expected of a man to do in his marriage to have a healthy home? You know, marriage is created by God, and God expected us to be like him in our marriage. He created marriage for us to present him in everything we do. So men, what are the things you are supposed to do to have a lovely home? Today we are looking at love. When I mean love, a man should love the wife. You don't expect, maybe before you love your wife, you expect to get it the same level of love you would expect to give. You want your wife to give you the same measurement. If you are expecting for your wife to give you that same measurement, you might not have what you want. So how do you love? When we talk about love, a husband should be willing to give up yourself. When I mean yourself, your will, your freedom, your time, your emotion, your forgiveness, your resources. Make sacrifice for your wife. Make sacrifice. It means placing her need ahead of your own. And after the love you have for God, the next person you should love in this world is your wife. You shouldn't allow anybody to come in between you and your wife. When you say love, love means being there for her, understanding her feeling, know when she's feeling pain, know when she's not happy. That is what it means to love your wife. Love your wife, making sacrifice for your wife, always been there for her. I know you discover these days phone has so take over men that they don't even remember that their wife is sitting by their side. When you love your wife, you will listen to her, you will feel her pain. You will not talk to her anyhow in presence of your children. You will not talk to her anyhow in presence of your family. You will not cheat on her. When you love somebody like yourself, just the way Christ wants us to love, you will never ever think of cheating on your wife. You will be very careful of what your eyes behold, the image you see out there, the figures you see. You will not allow it to reign in your heart. You know, I always say that when a lady passes through you as a man, maybe you are driving by and you see a beautiful figure, that you see her the first time is not a sin, but for you to turn back again to watch her is a sin. You know, women don't always like that. Maybe you are driving with your husband, suddenly you discover that he focused on a particular woman. It breaks the morale of that woman. You make her to feel as if you don't love her or you can cheat on her. Men, love your wife even as Christ loved the church. That is what God expected of you to have in your home.
We are a chosen generation.
Welcome back. Our next point is responsibility. As a husband, you should be a provider. You should be able to bear the first primary responsibility in your home. As a husband, you should be able to take your action. You don't need to be like Adam, who denied his responsibility and action in the Bible, in the book of Genesis, where Adam denied his responsibility. He said of him to own up to God that he ate the fruit, but he told God that it's the wife that you gave to me that gave me what I ate. You need to stand as a man to be responsible in your family. Your children should see you as a role model. Your daughter should wish to marry a father like you. By your ways of life, your own responsibility. Take care of your home, take care of your marriage, play the role of a husband in your family. Don't shift the role of a husband to your wife. So take responsibility of your home.
We are are a chosen generation.
Red oil, start by pouring the oil. I'll just allow it to heat a little bit, then add my onion. I'm not going to use all the onions for now. The next thing I'm putting is my yellow fresh pepper, blended one. Going to stir it.
Emmanuel, your name is God.
This is our meat already cooked, so I'm going to pour the meat stock now. So now, the next online, I'm going to add my stockfish. It's already washed. Stockfish already washed. This stockfish is optional if you don't want, but I like stockfish in my okra soup. So if you like, you add. If you don't like, you leave it, but I like to put. I'm going to cover it to boil a little. We are going to cover it now for the next 5 minutes for the stockfish to cook very well.
We are a chosen generation.
Our third point on our list is being a good husband. What does it mean to be a good husband? A good husband builds friendship. A good husband adds value to his wife. A good husband makes the wife to have self-esteem. A good husband makes his wife to be closer to God. A good husband, people get proud of the wife when they see her outside. They see the glory of God around her. They see the joy of God around her because she's been married to you. A good husband don't cheat on his wife. A good husband should fight against loss, self-control. A good husband should fight against what your eyes behold outside. That is what a good husband is expected to fight against, because there are a lot of images there that can make a husband to become a bad husband.
We are a chosen generation.
I'm going to take some portion of this okra and blend it because I want it to be slimy a little bit, because I'm not adding ogbolo inside this okra. So I'm going to use this blender now.
You're living inside of me. Your eyes are like the lightning.
So I'm done.
Living inside of me.
You can see it now. This is how I want it to be. So let's open. Wow, you can see how it's boiling.
Of life, you are living inside of me.
We are going to put our crab now. I have to put it because I want the whole thing to soak inside.
Emmanuel.
You can see our soup is boiling. Our stockfish and our crab is cooking at the same time. We are going to add our shrimps. So be able to cook it. Then the next thing is our tiger prawns. Adding our tiger prawns so that these things can give the soup a good flavor. Tiger prawns is going now. I'll still allow it to cook. We've added our meat. Now I'm going to add the fish to cook, because I have to bring the fish out after some time.
All the tribe of Judah lives in me. Hey, he's walking inside the lion. All the tribe of Judah.
Wow, you can see how it's boiling. So I'm going to remove the fish. I don't want the fish to scatter all over. Wow. Did you see this fish?
All around the world, God is walking from my inside.
I'm going to add snail to my soup. If you like snail, you can add. If you don't like it, leave it. It's not compulsory. Put in snail to cook. All those things are going in there.
Your name is God.
Guys, I'm going to allow this to cook again for like 5 minutes. Then add my okra. So guys, I'm going to pre-boil this okra. I'm using onions to do it so that when you perceive it, it will look nice. So I'm going to pre-boil this okra, pouring it in an empty pot just with little water. Okra is a vegetable, so don't overcook it. I'm going to pre-boil it just little. So we're going to check this. Wow, it's cooking. I'm going to add the blended crayfish. Blended crayfish.
Tell me why you're giving up on God.
This time around, the next thing that is getting into the pot now is my blended okra. See? So I'll allow this to cook for some time before I put. Remember, I've already pre-boiled this okra, so I'll have to allow this to cook very well before I can now add the final okra into the. This okra soup is wonder. If you've not tried this before, please try it. Try it. I'm putting my okra right now. Yummy. Yeah. City okra. Wow. You can see the look. It's colorful and slimy. This is how I want the okra to look like. So let me test it. This is nice, guys. I'm going to put the fish back. The moment I put the fish, now I have to carefully turn it.
I know you've been crying, I understand. I know you've been wounded, but it's okay. I know you've been broken, but I'm here.
So I'm adding the vegetable. I'm adding our vegetable. Just little of it is okay. I don't want it too much. At this point, the soup is ready. You remember I pre-boiled my okra, so I wouldn't want it to overcook, and the vegetable don't need to overcook. So I'm going to allow this to cook for just 2 minutes, then we'll put off the gas.
We are a chosen generation.
Thanks for staying with us. In conclusion today, my advice to every man is to be a good husband to your wife and your family. To be a good husband, you have to fulfill the purpose of God in your marriage and your destiny. And how do you achieve this? By praying together with your wife. Remember that the family that prays together stays together. Pray together with your wife, study the scriptures together with your family, and then accept Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior. Because it is only through Christ you can achieve the good and the purpose of God in your life and marriage. God bless you, viewers, as you watch. Don't forget to subscribe and like our page. May God continue to bless you. Thank you very much for staying with us.
We are a chosen generation.